My name is Johnna Janis. I'm a 35-year-old woman who is a mother of 3 amazing children. And I'm also a survivor of child sexual abuse. And this is my story. Growing up when I did, I was born in the 70s, and they did talk about stranger danger and saying that you don't interact with strangers, to stay away from those kind of people that can harm you. But nobody ever told me that it could be going on in my own house, that it was someone that I knew and trusted. Now I have to face my past and really look at it like it's a mirror and recognize all of those things that happened to me so I can process it.
Johnna was one of those little girls who was really, really bright and really resilient and went through a lot of pain, but kept looking for ways to try to cope as best she could and handle what she was going through.
I literally didn't tell a soul. Not my mother or father, not my wife.
I went through a lot of just, well, you know what, tomorrow I'm gonna kill myself, so today I'm just gonna spend all what I have, rack up my credit card.
I was molested by my father for a couple of years. I was around 7 years old, I guess.
I see a very sad little girl. Scared, very scared. It was all about surviving. I never went to sleep feeling safe.
1 in 4 and 1 in 6. If you think about it, that's 20% of our children. Even if that was the true number.
And that's reported.
And this is why it's so difficult to track the numbers, because it is such a poorly reported crime.
As a young child, I had been sexually abused by the neighbor up the street. No one is giving them that message. Speak up, tell, don't keep this a secret.
As a 13-year-old kid, I was abused by a Washington, D.C. police officer. And after that, my life was forever changed.
At A-score 6, there is a shortening of life expectancy of almost 20 years.
Here is my study.
So an A-score of 9 out of the 10 categories obviously is a major chronic stressor.
I got a call. I was in my office. She called me and she said, I've been in an accident. I didn't think it was that bad.
I want my life back.
I love you, baby. It's gonna be done before you know it.
I know.
Johnna's not a quitter. She's not used to giving up.
What is possible is for somebody's identity to come through that and think, wow, I didn't have a choice about what happened to me, but I have a choice about what I do about it.
By the time people are old enough to come forth and have that courage, if they ever do, the damage has already been done and it's too late, and we need to stop that.
If I'm not talking to these people, then I'm not going to learn, and I'm not going to, gather up more of these tools that I need to complete my own journey and to help other people, to inspire them to go on their own journeys.
It's such a simple idea when you think about it. You stay traumatized almost no matter what you do, but it's what you do with that turmoil. And to turn turmoil into action, I think, is the great untapped resource.
I'll always be healing. And I'll always carry the scar. But I will always actively seek success and peace and happiness in my life. And that's the world and the life that I've created for myself now.